Hello there, Kenny Zook here, head preacher for the Church of Leave OPB. You know, it dawned on me not too awfully long ago that castigating myself on my own YouTube videos via Sydney and Monkey could even be pathological in some circles. And this week, quite frankly, I didn't particularly want to have to deal with what those little buggers have to say about the subject at hand, the Chicago Bears. Not really happy about dealing with it myself, as some might have noticed that my football videos have not been Bears related. They've just been gambling related. And frankly, being a Bears fan feels like gambling. You want to get right down to it. Anyway, to shut the kids up, hit them on the head with a hammer. They're stuffed animals, so it doesn't hurt them. They'll be quiet for today. Me, I'm going to not leave some OPB today. That'd be Matt Nagy. Coach, I haven't said anything because I haven't been able to figure it out. You have mystified me. This whole situation has mystified me. I've been a believer. I've been a believer in everything from the get-go, all the way back to Ryan Pace. Always believed he was a great judge of talent and a great judge of people. Always believed in Trubisky because of it. Always believed in you, Coach Nagy, because of it. And frankly, I finally today, listening to your press conference, found the bone I have to pick with you, dude. It's the touchdown to check down mentality. In your press conference today, you said, if all we need is that one big play. And yeah, we had that one big play because Cordero, that's it. You know, the one big play, the one that catches the fire, dude. You and your whole offense are trying to win the entire Super Bowl on one play, every play. That's the responsibility that these cats all feel right now. It started on the very first play of the season when Tariq Cohen booted that pitch. And it's been going on ever since. A-Rod is stepping up. A-Rod's got some experience. You got these kids out there trying to win the Super Bowl on one play. Dude, you don't make the short stuff work by scoring on a big play. You make the big play happen by eating them alive between 5 and 15 yards. Threaten 10 yards on every play. But why are you not coaching Mitch to step, pump fake, step, pump fake? Analyze the field as you're doing those pump fakes, but make them think you're doing something. Step, pump fake. If it looks that good, let it go. If it's stealing candy from a baby, hey, we want that 15 yards. We want that 10 yards. We want that 8 yards. Threaten it and get it on a continual basis, or your big plays are never going to come. And the confidence to make the big plays happen comes from making a little plays happen. Get it done. Would you? That's why, actually, I took you guys this week on the contest pool, but I bet against you. I took the Chargers and the points. As I wish I had bet against you in your other losses. I hope you take that money from me. In fact, I hope I lose that bet soundly, and it costs me the parlay that I tagged it on to, along with the straight point line bet. I'd love to lose that. Last week, recap, I was 11-4 against the spread. Alice was not far off from that, I think. I don't know, I'll give her credit for it. She didn't say otherwise, so she did laugh. I only missed the Lions, and who thought that Green Bay Oakland was going to go over 40 plus, and the Seahawks and the Eagles let me down, as they did a lot of people. Gambling, not great. For one thing, I gambled more than I intended, and for another thing, the same kind of letdowns that managed to cost me 4 straight up cost me pretty heavily against the spread too. I ended up losing $12.15 on $50 worth of betting. So I'm throwing in a towel. I'm going to start investing my my allowance money in music lessons, I believe, and I'm tired of. It's changed since the last time I was good at this. That's the only excuse I can come up with. I figure there were 28 teams then, and there's 32 teams now. That's 15% heavier load. That and the fact that the whole sport nowadays is psychotic and officiating is and so on and so forth. Onward to this week. I did gamble. I took the rest of what was in my account. I did a bunch of straight up bets. I took the Chargers and the points against the Bears. I took the Niners because I really do think that they're not they're the second best defense in the league, but who have they played? The Packers are the first best defense in the league, but who have they played? Kind of got the same thing going on. If you're going to believe it with the Patriots, you kind of got to believe it with the 49ers. Honestly, I started this without a list of my bets. I do have my teaser. I took the Chargers plus 9.5 on a teaser parlay. The Jets getting 11 points, 11.5. I'd be amazed if that turned into some kind of a blowout with the Jets losing. They're due a comeback game. They could even win that contest. The Bills, I'm getting 5.5 points. Uh, Again, they could easily win that contest. I have the over in the Texans and Raiders game. I have the 49ers, and I'm getting 0.5 point. I have the Colts, and I'm getting 0.5 point. I have Green Bay and Kansas City going over 43.5. That's a pretty low bar for them to clear. And I have the Dolphins plus 20 points. On Monday night, I actually took that on both of the late parlays I did today. I did a similar thing, but I left off the Colts and took the G-Men. I left another team or two off, did a six-way, and I just got the rest of my money in my account. Either the odds are going to buy me some additional singing lessons, or they're not. if I have but a pittance, I'll gamble that away as well, just to prove my point. And so, what have we got straight up this week? After improving to 11-4 last week, I have the Lions. They're not necessarily going to beat contenders, but the Giants are way not contenders. I'm so sorry they're not. I wish they'd turn into it. I have the Buccaneers, which I know is a stretch, but I think they're going to get it done. I guess that's a hard pick. I have the Bears just because Trubisky needs it. And not to go on too much of a tirade, falling back on my previous remarks about the Bears, but frankly, if the 4.5 points I'm getting with the Chargers comes close to working, if the Bears win by, say, a touchdown and take my bet away from me, I'm betting against them next week too, and you should too. Believe me, if Trubisky doesn't rout that Chargers team, if the Chargers go the other way, if the Chargers flip the field on Trubisky and burn him a couple of times, he could be cooked for the rest of the season. This is the easiest opponent they got left, probably on their entire schedule. The Giants come close, but not really. The Bears have had the best of off seasons imaginable, and it has got them playing stiff. It has got them playing like they got to win the whole Super Bowl on one play. And the Chargers have just been beat up. And my screen just went black and then came back. How odd.
It didn't like what you said.
It's a sign from the Lord. This broadcast is concluded. God's best and brightest to you and yourn. I swear it doesn't hurt them when you hit them with a hammer. It's tested. Laboratory, some kind of, I got no credentials.